Times Influence Initiative.
From building India's biggest SME platform to enabling the largest startup ecosystem, Lufthansa is helping young entrepreneurs realize their dream and take off on the runway to success. Capping 4 successful seasons, here's ET Now's Paromita Chatterjee with a brand new episode of Season 5.
Hello and welcome to Lufthansa Runway to Success, where you discover big business ideas of a new breed of entrepreneurs with big dreams. Watch leading icons as they inspire, guide, mentor and pick a winner amongst them. Now you have the power to pick a winner as well with our Viewers' Choice Award. Video pictures by all contestants have been posted on lhrunwaytosuccess.in. So simply log on and vote for your favorite. So whom do we have on the show today? Just take a look.
As the Managing Director of Dior Network India Advisors, Rupa Kudwa is responsible for the network's investments in India. Dior Network functions in 5 sectors: education, emerging tech, financial inclusion, governance and citizen engagement and property rights. Rupa plays a pivotal role of identifying and supporting early-stage investments and businesses with deep social impact. Under Rupa Kudwa's leadership, Dior Network has expanded its investments exponentially in the rapidly growing Indian economy. A stalwart for Dior Network India Advisors and its members, Rupa Kudwa is surely a business icon to reckon with.
So please join me in welcoming one of the most powerful and accomplished women in India, Inc., Rupa Kudwa, Managing Director of Dior Networks. Hi Rupa, so nice to see you.
Thank you for having me on the show.
In fact, all our viewers and entrepreneurs would like to know a little bit more about your journey. Will you join me?
Sure.
Okay, come. We are in conversation with Rupa Kudwa, Managing Director of Dior Networks. Let's find out a little bit, Rupa, about your journey. Because, for the longest time, Crystal and you were almost synonymous and you really built a new wave for that company. How hard was it after 23 years to make another shift, a very different shift, a very productive shift? But was it hard leaving a company you've been associated with for so long?
Strangely, it was not, because it was, I think, a well thought out decision. I had been with the firm for 23 years, the last 8 of which I was the CEO. It was an amazing journey. We were practically a startup when I joined the company. True. And it was the inspiration of doing something completely new in India, bringing transparency to corporate India and helping set the standards, which was very, very inspiring and very, very enjoyable.
Right. How did Dior come about?
Well, they called me one day and embarrassingly, I hate to admit it, but the truth is, when they called me, I hadn't even heard of impact investing.
Right.
And but the more I spoke to people who are now my colleagues, and the more I understood what the organization had built in India and globally, I saw that this was really an opportunity to achieve impact of a different kind on a very powerful platform.
And indeed, you got a chance to interact with so many entrepreneurs and really be at the cusp of what was the beginning of a huge wave. As far as entrepreneurship is considered in the country. So you saw the new batch of really the possible unicorns that we could have.
Absolutely. I always say that in my old job, CRISIL, I saw entrepreneurs who had arrived. They had already created these big companies, whereas now I was seeing some of India's smartest and best people engaged in the task of building the companies for the next 30, 40 years.
So how do you think the DNA has changed? As you said, that somebody who's been witnessing the changes in the quality of entrepreneurship, established ones, new ones, what's the big fundamental difference?
India's best minds are becoming entrepreneurs today. You have almost 10% of the graduating class of IITs becoming entrepreneurs, something which was unheard of 25, 30 years ago, when middle-class India wanted their children to get into safe jobs. So that is a big difference. You have a lot of money-chasing entrepreneurs, which is again a very positive thing. and you have government policies that are trying to be positive towards startups, whether it be the India Aspiration Fund of Funds or whether it be programs like Startup India. So I think as far as the ecosystem is concerned, it is very different from what it was.
Let's find out a little bit more about Rupa Kudwa, the person. And when you started out as a fresh-faced graduate, what were the dreams that you had, and what do you think would have been the most memorable moments along this journey so far?
My first job was in project finance. I was a project finance lender for the first 6 years of my career with IDBI, which was a development financing institution in those days. And some of the more amusing moments, I would say, is my visit to a sugar factory in Uttar Pradesh where they didn't have toilets for women. And, you know, it was not unusual at that point in time to find people quite curious to see a woman actually coming to look at their plant and carry out an appraisal to fund them. And then I think it took some time to for them to figure me out. I also feel that I'm really fortunate to have been a part of financial services. And I think in general, compared to most sectors in India, financial services have provided a very positive and a conducive working environment for women. I'm fortunate also to have worked in a company like CRISIL, where what really mattered was not your gender or where you were in the hierarchy, but the power of your idea and the strength of your analysis. And I think I'm really grateful to have had that environment.
What's a message that you have, especially for women entrepreneurs in today's day and age?
I don't know whether I even feel qualified to give a message. I think these women are far more focused, far more capable, far more ambitious than I ever was at their age. Well, and I think they'll do very well for themselves without any advice.
Modesty has always been an attribute that we've all admired in you, Rupa, despite all your achievements. But it's been a pleasure talking with you and finding out a little bit more about your journey. But stay with us. Rupa Kudwa, of course, stays with us as she joins us on the other side of this short break to meet up with our 3 enterprising entrepreneurs who will be battling it out to present their ideas and to win over our experts. Remember, you too can join in on the conversation. Simply use the hashtag LH Runway to Success and post your comments on Facebook and social media. We'll catch you in just a bit.
From thousands of startups that attended the nationwide mentorship camps and the Startup Expo 2017, only 21 businesses qualified for Lufthansa Runway to Success Season 5. Meet 3 such startups who will impress the judges with their business plans in the Disruptors category on Lufthansa Runway to Success Season 5.
Welcome back to Lufthansa Runway to Success. We are here at the Lufthansa Business Lounge at the Pier A Plus Terminal, a quantum leap in passenger comfort, where we are now joined by 3 young entrepreneurs who will share their exciting business ideas with Rupa Kudwa. We now would like to remind you that you too can participate in the show using our hashtag LH Runway to Success. The competition from here on gets a little fiercer, as only one of the 3 entrepreneurs today will win a Lufthansa business class return ticket to any one of the 170 destinations where Lufthansa Group flies in Europe. The winner will also qualify for the semi-finals of the season, and the winner of our grand finale will win a sponsorship to a business program at Cambridge University, a Lufthansa business class ticket to Europe, and a coveted mentorship by TIE. So a lot of exciting prizes are in store for our winner. Let's get the ball rolling. But before we do that and invite our 3 entrepreneurs to present their business ideas, let us welcome on the show a business leader who will help us decide the winner of this round. Please welcome Alok Mittal, board member, TIE Delhi NCR. Hi Alok, great to have you on the show.
Hi, Alok.
So let's call upon our first entrepreneur on the show. It's Deep Bajaj, co-founder, PeeBuddy. explain to our judges a little bit more about what is the product that you're offering and why?
So women face a lot of problem in the intimate hygiene space, and not much is being done about them. So we've made a list of such problems and we're going after them. The biggest problem that we feel needs an immediate resolution for 400 million women in India is lack of clean toilets. So we came up with India's first female urination device, using which women can now stand in pee. Applied for a design patent protection, got it in 2015, have sold about 500,000 of these till date. So you just stand, pee into it, and it goes to the pot. So you don't need to deal with the toilet seat. So that's the startup, and today best of doctors are recommending the product for usage of product during pregnancy, arthritis, even cancer for that matter. Best of marathons are buying PeeBuddy and giving it to women, including Standard Chartered Bombay Marathon, Airtel Delhi Marathon, TCS Bangalore Marathon, and we sell online through leading stores now. So that's what I do.
So clearly, as a product, I think it strikes a chord. But in terms of the actual business, Rupa?
Ma'am.
How did you decide to launch a disposable product as opposed to a reusable product, which would presumably be more affordable?
Sure. It's a case-to-case basis usage. So when you're traveling, let's say a long-haul flight, you're taking trains, road trip, or even by metros, you know that you're going to use the product once, and after using, you don't want to put it back in your bag. So in medical case, yes, we are exploring a product which will be, can be used over a longish period of time. But on a SOS case-to-case basis, I think, ma'am, this is easier to carry. And it's the whole idea is around hygiene, right? So you don't have to use the product and put it back in your bag.
There are products of this nature available in other markets.
The plastic devices have been there for a while, and we are not the only Einsteins to have thought about it. But in India, we were the only ones, like I said. When we applied for a patent, I thought nobody else exists, with this product. And that's the point when I got to know that other products already exist.
Can you speak a little about the economics of the business?
So, ma'am, a pack of 20 right now is for 375. We've a 2.5-year-old startup. First 2 years was bootstrapped. First year we did about 24 lakhs in sale. Next year we did about 70 lakhs. This year we're already doing about 15 to 20 lakhs month on month is our revenue.
Will PeeBuddy still be 60% of your business? Do you see other products also coming in?
Yeah, so other products, I think the ratio is going to be more or less the same. So in other products, like I said, the second problem was disposal of sanitary products. How do you dispose of your sanitary pads, tampons, panty liners? Right now we're taking newspapers and we're taking plastic bags, which is neither good for the environment, not even good for you when you're carrying them, right? So we came up with oxo-degradable disposal bags. Period pain is another big problem, and we're getting our young daughters to be on painkillers, which is not good for you. So we came up with India's first herbal feminine pain relief patch, and it gives you longish relief from pain. So that's the category that we're trying to go after, intimate hygiene, and we'll keep on solving such problems for the Indian women.
Great,
that was terrific. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Let's call upon our second entrepreneur, Chirag Gupta, co-founder, Dior Camps. So take us through what Dior Camps is all about.
Right. So, today in India, if you have to book a flight or a hotel or a package, it's very easy. You just go online. You have apps like Make My Trip and GoIbigo which help you booking. But when we talk about adventure travel, it's a very fragmented industry. There's no technology. There are no compliances. There's no discovery platform. When you discover a campsite, what's the trust? What's going to be your experience at the campsite? So, we saw that there is this unorganized sector, which is completely fragmented, and decided why not actually work on consolidating this sector in India, because no other player in India was concentrating on that. Today, we've got 600 campsites, more than 1,000 adventure activities across 70 plus cities in India. Now, when I say we curated these campsites, I've got a team that's actually gone to each and every property. They've visited them. They've done an in-depth analysis of the safety, security, food, hygiene, neighborhood surroundings, to have a data around, is this campsite okay for students? Is this campsite good for women-only travelers? Are families going to be safe at this campsite?
Got it.
How large is the market? Because isn't camping a fairly niche segment?
Right. As per data, according to the Nielsen Group, the data that was suggested, this is a 3,200 crore rupee market, within India. But we are not sticking just to India. We've already expanded to Nepal and Bhutan in a span of 18 months. We are, in the next week, expanding to Southeast Asian countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, and we'll be launching Maldives as well.
What is the selection rate of properties on your platform? So I'm trying to understand when you say you check against many criteria, of 100 campsites that you'll go and inspect, how many will pass that criteria? And do you get to influence anything by way of standardizing or improving the quality of the campsites themselves?
Right. So I'll give you an example. And I'll take Rishikesh as a city for this example. There are more than 120 campsites in that city itself. We work with only 7. If we get bookings for more than 7, we do not take them. We go sold out. The reason is that these guys understand what is the Dior experience all about, and what experience have we promised to our customers and our agents. When it comes to what impact I have on my campsite, so Rishikesh is a market where sometimes it gets very hot. So it's in the months of September, August, October, it's not very cold. So we've actually gone back to our campsites and told them to set up coolers, water coolers within the campsite. And they've done this with their own investment, because they see the value add that we bring in their own property.
How much of your total business do your top 5 and top 10 campsites account for?
It's a seasonal business. Ladakh is operational for 6 months a year. Rishikesh is operational for 10 months a year. Rajasthan is operational for 5 months a year. So if I look at the last 4 months, Ladakh, Himachal, Uttarakhand have been almost 70% of my business.
Great, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well, there's one more entrepreneur to go in the episode. Will our final contestant impress our judges, Rupa Kudwa and Alok Mittal? We'll find out in just a bit. Remember, you can use the break to send us your thoughts using social media. Just remember to use the hashtag LH Runway to Success. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Lufthansa Runway to Success. We have one entrepreneur left to make his presentation, and then it's over to Rupa Kudwa and Alok Mittal to select the winner of this round. So let's call upon our final entrepreneur to showcase his idea. It's Sahil Parekh, co-founder, Kifi. So, Sahil, the word Kifi, I think it automatically, brings us the visuals of, agrarian fields. So, take us through how you're bringing those agrarian fields into our home.
So, we have been working with around 70 households in Delhi NCR, and we've set up urban farms for them on their rooftops or their balconies. These homes are using these urban farms to grow food for themselves. These urban farms, we have done some sort of a frugal innovation with these urban farms. We do not use any soil whatsoever.
So what do you use instead?
So we have devised our own potting mixture, which is made up of 6 different raw materials that we combine in some sort of a secret sauce formula. And we fill our planters with this potting mix, and we hook it up with a drip irrigation system. And your urban farm is good to go.
Speak a little bit about that. You said you use technology, and what does the technology entail? Is it the drip irrigation, or is it the secret sauce? What do you mean when you say technology?
Right. Say if it's a household, we use frugal innovation methods. We use this soilless potting media. We use drip irrigation system. But when we are looking at larger commercial farms in urban areas, that is when we really get into newer growing methods like hydroponics and aquaponics and vertical farming, most of which has not come to India.
I have this 3,000 feet commercial space. I put 10 lakhs of capex and I produce 20 kgs of vegetables a day. Counting the margins I would have to give to the distributor and who takes it to the consumer, I'll probably earning 25-30 rupees a kilo on this yield, right? So I'm making 2 lakh rupees a year on a 10 lakh rupee investment and 3,000 square foot of area. How does that stack up?
No. So basically, the moment you are not being a part of the conventional supply chain, you can essentially keep much more of the profit margin for yourself as a farmer. Kifi is just connecting you with the nearby residents who you will be supplying to. So if you can take care of effective ways of distributing your produce on a daily basis.
So the commercial farm owner has to distribute their own product.
Yes.
Great. Thank
right.
you.
Thank
That
you
was
so
awesome.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So our three entrepreneurs on the show have made their presentation, and now it's up to our experts to select the winner of today's round. Remember, the scoring is done on the following parameters. The core idea is allotted 20 points. Then is company, customers and competitors, which are given 20 points each. And financial projections get another 20. So while the scores are being tabulated by our judges, you, our viewer, can also pick up the Viewer's Choice Award by simply logging on to lhrunwaytosuccess.in and vote for your favorite amongst all the contestants' elevator video pitches. Okay, both our judges have finished their scoring and their discussion. They've come to a conclusion as to who the winner is of this round. But before we announce the winner, I'm going to first request Rupa Kudwa and Alok Mittal to mentor each and every one of our contestants, because each one of them came with very worthy, viable ideas. Rupa, why don't we start off in the order in which they came? We first had Deep Bajaj with PeeBuddy.
Starting with you, Deep, I think phenomenal traction in the first 2 years of starting this business. You're meeting a real market need. In the longer run, I would say, what is important for you to focus on is how do you build your brand? And that is going to be defined by the brand experience, or how customers experience your brand, and also the values that the brand stands for.
Next, we had Rupa, we had Chirag Gupta, co-founder at Dior Camps.
I think you have an interesting idea. It is a niche market, though, growing, but niche. And I think the way you've constructed your model with your customers being the travel agents does raise the question of how deeply do you know your customer, what is your connect with your customer, with your eventual customer, and do you own the customer? And these might be issues for you to think of as you build out the business in the future.
Okay, and then we had Sahil, who wanted to change the whole urban farming experience. In fact, maybe take it vertical as well with Kifi.
I think there are kind of two elements to your business, right? One is, if we had to find number of customers on the show, you'd probably get the most, right? There is a element of emotion that you are tapping into, especially on the residential side of business, of people saying, I want to know what I'm eating, right? However, I think from a product market fit standpoint, this needs more work. So who wants to create this infrastructure? Who wants to invest in it? What do they get out of it? What their motivators are? I think that is still an area which seems to be requiring work as you kind of join the dots on this marketplace.
Okay, that was fantastic mentoring for what's been a fantastic set of contestants with ideas that have really been unique. But unfortunately, at the end of every round, we have to choose only one winner. Rupa, would you do us the honors and announce the winner for this round?
The winner for this round is Deep Bajaj of PeeBuddy.
Oh, congratulations, Deep. Well done. I'm going to ask Deep and our judges to please join us in the center of the stage. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Deep Bajaj, who is the winner of this episode of Lufthansa Runway to Success. And on this occasion, may I now request Boris Neku, who is the country sales manager at Lufthansa Group, to please give away a Lufthansa business class return ticket to our winner, which will let him fly to any one of 170 destinations in Europe. He also qualifies for the semi-finals of Runway to Success.
So much, sir.
Deep,
Thanks
congratulations to you. Your venture is truly a market disruptor, I have to say. Very radical. Well, I'm delighted to hand over this Lufthansa ticket to Europe.
Awesome.
All the very best to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Rupa, thank you very much for coming a long way and being part of the runway to success.
Thank you so
Really
much.
appreciate it on behalf of Lufthansa.
Beautiful.
Nice
Thank you.
Lufthansa A380 model plane. Thank you very much.
Thank you to all of you, to our participants, to our judges, and to you, our viewers, for really keeping up the excitement on this episode of Runway to Success. Do write to us with your thoughts using Facebook or Twitter. Just remember to use the hashtag LHRunwayToSuccess. We'll catch you again next week with another exciting round. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
so much.
Congratulations to you. Yeah.
A Times Influence Initiative.